Wilders, thank you so much for being here today. It's absolutely my pleasure to finally meet you here in Israel. Thank you so much for your time for this interview.
It's totally my pleasure. It's an honor to be on your show.
Thank you. So, Mr. Wilders, you've been called the Dutch Trump, the Muslims' worst nightmare, and the new threat to the European Union.
Wow.
How do you respond to those labels?
Well, you know, they gave me so many labels in the time I'm in politics that I really don't feel anything about it. You know, I went into politics and I stand for freedom. I fight for freedom. I fight for security, and I believe that in order to have that, you need some social cohesion in a society. And that's very much impossible if Islam becomes a major factor in any society, because it is by nature is an ideology that is not willing to integrate, but wants to dominate. The word Islam itself means domination. So neither of the three is really 100% correct, but freedom is my motto. Fight for freedom of my people.
Do you think Europe has failed to protect its Jewish communities?
Totally. Totally. You know, anti-Semitism is rising in Europe. We saw it in Holland, you know. You remember perhaps after the Maccabi football game that we saw since the Second World War again, for the first time, a Jew hunt in Amsterdam, where Moroccans mostly, helped by taxi drivers, also from non-Dutch origin, attacked Jewish people for the only fact that they are Jewish. And people were angered by it, but it happened. And anti-Semitism, I'm afraid there is a connection between immigration and the influx of Islamization in a society, and anti-Semitism, which means that there are also other people than Muslims who can be anti-Semites. I'm not saying that the Dutch cannot be that either, but there is a connection, and it's a very dangerous connection.
What kind of relationship do you have with Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu?
Well, I respect him a lot. I was supposed to meet him during my visit, but of course he has to go to the United States, to the American President Trump. But I respect him, you know. Last time I was here and I spoke to him, I told him, listen, what you did fighting terrorism, Islamic jihadism, both at that time acting against the perpetrators of October 7th in Gaza, the Islamic Jihad, Hamas, but also, as he has done in the past, against Iran or Hezbollah in Lebanon. I mean, it's not all finished yet, but he has done more to fight Islamic jihadism than all European leaders did in the past 10 years. So, of course, nobody is perfect, but I wish we had more Benjamin Netanyahus in Europe.
Just recently, the Netherlands decided that starting this September, it will ban the import and sale of products originating from Judea and Samaria. What do you think about that decision?
Well, I'm so ashamed of that. You know, Holland, everybody knows Holland as one of the biggest friends of Israel, of the Jewish state Israel, and support Israel as we did in the past. Unfortunately, that changed, you know. Even 10 years ago, you saw that most of the middle and center and right parties supported Israel. And today, it's only a minority that does it. My party, a few other Christian parties, but the middle and the center right and the left of the political spectrum all find it as a kind of hobby to fight against Israel and to make measures against Israel, which is totally uncalled for. So indeed now, because the European Union is not doing it as a whole, it was vetoed by countries like Germany, and now unilaterally some countries like my own Netherlands had the foolish idea to sanction products coming from what they call the territories, Judea and Samaria, in my words. And of course that is totally uncalled for. It's unnecessary. You cannot even enact that crazy law. There are now organizations going to court to stop the law going into effect. But if that would not be effective, it will be done from September 1, and I will do everything to fight it and to stop it. I believe the threat that you face from, whether it's from Islamic Jihad or the Islamic terrorist, is the same fight we fight. And if you lose, we will lose. I always said that Israeli mothers, European mothers, can sleep quietly at night, because Israeli mothers lay awake at night worrying about their children, their sons and daughters in the IDF, whether they will come home safe or not. So you are fighting our fight, and we cannot afford not to support you, and we should support you, because we are one. We have the same values, we have the same principalities. We fight the same enemy and we have the same joy.
What is your message to the Israeli people?
Well, is that stay strong. You are such a strong people. You have so many enemies. You have a lot of friends, but also a lot of enemies in the region, but also in some European countries. But you stay strong and you stay democratic and you stay focused, and I respect that very much. And my second, if you allow me, my second point to the Israeli people besides that is that please know you are not alone. There are millions of people supporting you and willing to fight for you in a democratic way, and we will never stop doing that.
Thank you. It's really moving.
It's my pleasure.
Mr. Wilders, thank you so much for this interview. I really appreciate your time. And I hope the next interview will be after you become the Prime Minister. Hopefully.
I hope so too. I hope that will be very nice, really.
Thank you
for
so
the
much.
interview.
Thank you.